Next is Unit 23, Module D of BFM, Banking Regulation and Capital. These are the important points from this chapter. Failure of one causes failure of the other and so on. This is known as ripple effect, and ripple effect causes systemic risks. This causes caused failure of major bank, and sometimes it's also known as hazard risk. So 1988 BIS code came into existence, and this is by Bank of International Settlement BIS, signed by all of 12 members of Basel Committee. And this committee provided cookie ratio. Cookie ratio is CRAR, capital to risk-weighted asset equal to capital by risk-weighted asset. This CRAR ratio must be 8% according to this BIS 1988 committee, and India it is 9%. And this capital consists of Tier 1 and Tier 2 capital. Tier 1 is mainly share capital, and Tier 2 must be less than or equal to Tier 1, and it's approximately 100% of Tier 1 capital. Tier 1 capital is also known as going concern capital, whereas Tier 2 is gone concern capital. Tier 1 consists of common equity Tier 1 capital and additional Tier 1 capital. Common equity Tier 1 capital consists of paid up capital like ordinary shares, statutory reserves, stock surplus, capital reserves, etc. These are high quality capital. That is, Tier 1 capital is the highest quality capital of a bank. PNCPS. This comes in additional Tier 1 capital. Perpetual non-cumulative preference shares, stock surplus due to issue of additional Tier 1 capital. These all comes in 81. Next is Tier 2 capital, is for absorbing losses. General provisions for loss reserves that must be less than or equal to 1.25% of risk-weighted asset, and it also considers hybrid debt capital instruments, investment reserves, etc. Gone concern capital is for absorbing losses of banks when it is on liquidation. Counter-cyclical capital buffer and its objective. This counter-cyclical capital buffer requires bank to build up a buffer of capital in good times, which may be used to maintain flow of credit to the real sector in difficult times. It restricts the banking sector from indiscriminate lending in the periods of excess credit growth. CCCB must be maintained in the form of CET1 capital only, and the amount of CCCB may vary from 0 to 2.5% of RWA. That is, total risk-weighted assets. 2.5% of total risk-weighted assets is maximum amount of CCCB. That's all from this chapter.